Today, Cortez Bryant went to the Rap Radar podcast yesterday, and he kind of like shed some more light on the whole Cash Money Lil Wayne problem. He actually exposed that Cash Money didn't even have $10 million to give them for an advance a few years ago, and that's where the trouble started. Then Wayne even said, hey, let's get Cash Money back on track. Let's just release the album. We'll break a deal with Google. They broke a deal with Google. Then when the deal was brought to Universal, Universal shut the deal down because they didn't understand streaming. Back 3 years ago, they said, we don't have a system in place to do the whole streaming thing, or maybe they're just not getting enough from the streaming.
They had done a deal with YouTube, right? I'm sure they did a deal with YouTube 3 years ago, so yeah. YouTube is Google.
I don't know. But, you know, they were doing something with some streaming thing. I don't know.
Okay.
What, you know, they were going to basically give the album away for free streaming. They were going to get their money up front. I don't know what happened with that.
You know what I don't understand about that whole thing, Jordan? And I have this question when I hear folks like Drake doing deals with Apple. Mm-hmm. The artist is signed to the label, like to Universal.
Yeah.
So if anybody's going to do the deal with Apple, it should be Universal doing the deal, not Drake directly or not Wayne directly with Google. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah. Okay, but go ahead.
Okay, so then he kind of shed light on, well, you know, Slim's the real guy that handles all the business, not Baby. Baby's just the front man because Slim doesn't want to be in the front. I've always said that. Yeah, I mean, I kind of always kind of peeped that from the side, you know, from outside. Yeah. So Slim.
I mean, I dealt with both of them, but Slim was always the businessman.
Yeah, so he would kind of bring the business to the table, then they would all discuss it as a team.
Okay.
Is that
I used to talk to both of them separately.
Yeah.
And then both of them together. Like they really did make decisions jointly. But if I had to say that one was more, and again, this is 1998, so I can't speak for, you know, yesterday.
Right.
But it was Ronald. It was Slim.
Yeah.
He was the businessman.
So how do you think Cash Money gets in a place where they don't have enough money to give Wayne $10 million?
That doesn't make sense to me because when you advance money to an artist as a record label, you do sales projections. You project what you think that artist can make, and then you advance them based on a percentage of sales, right? Because that's what they're going to make. They're going to make their royalties. I've always heard that at Universal they base it on, and again, not an artist as poppin' as Wayne, but like on a mid-level artist, they'll base their projection on paying a dollar for a full-length album or a full-length CD. So if they think somebody can sell 1 million records easily, they're going to advance them $1 million.
Right.
That number would go up for an artist of Wayne's stature. And, you know, I don't know what their deal is with Universal anymore. I don't know if it's still a distribution deal or if they're so in debt to Universal that it became a label deal. You know, I'm an outsider. I'm not an insider anymore. So Cortez I don't know.
Cortez mentioned that Universal's getting screwed too in this whole ordeal.
Yeah, you know, the industry gossip is that they're in debt to Universal for $100 million.
Oh, wow.
That's the gossip. You know, that's the lawyer gossip. That's the industry gossip. You know, that they're so far in debt that they're never going to be able to repay that.
You know what I have to assume at this point? I have to assume that Drake and Nicki are dealing almost directly with Universal at this point because we don't hear a lot of problems from their camps with money.
I think they always did. Yeah, I think they always did deal with Universal.
Yeah. I don't think it's
personal.
It might not be a straight 80-20 deal with Universal on those situations, those two situations, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I can't speak on that.
It's an interesting thing that's going on in the industry right now because they were such a tight knit unit.
Yeah, they were family.
Yeah, now to get, you know, family business put out in the public. I mean, it's almost like, you know, I hate to refer to this, but it's almost like the mob. You know, when you start hearing what happened in the mob back in the days. It's interesting because it was something that was just a mystery before, like Cash Money.
Yeah, now it's all speculation because none of us are insiders, so we're all just kind of speculating, you know. And how amazing is it that they're important enough 18 years later to be speculating. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Rec, why don't you weigh in on something on this? What do you feel like?
Wake up.
No, I'm here. I'm just letting y'all speak.
Oh no, yeah, I understand. I just want to give you a chance.
Yeah,
Jordan Tower, JT News.